Okay, we are live. Let me make sure. Um, let me just. Let me look at the bottom. Okay, yes, so we have viewers, so it actually are live.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Let me. Okay, sorry, just looking through the last couple things on my phone. And one more message. Somebody's confused. Okay, so good evening, everybody. I'm Terry Davis, Triple Diamond Leader with It Works, and we also have Sydney Stapleton on, and Triple Diamond Leader as well, and also Felicia Mosley. I can't even talk. Sorry, but we're gonna come and talk to you guys tonight about how we run our businesses through Facebook. Felicia has been in the business about, I guess it's 3 months now, and she's been really rocking it on Instagram, and that is her main source that she uses to run her business. Sydney and I both use Instagram as a primary source to run our businesses as well, and it's definitely helped me make it to the rank that I'm at with the company. And when I started picking up Instagram, my business started exploding. So I kind of want to start from the very beginning. So let's say you just got an Instagram page or you're trying to revamp your page. Like, what should your page look like? Well, actually, since you're really new, Felicia, what did you do when you first started your page?
Okay. The first thing I want to say to people out there who may be kind of like discouraged about starting a new Instagram page because you're like, who's gonna follow me? I don't have any followers. My page is fresh. And for me personally, I didn't want to use my personal page, so that's why I started a business page. And I really started by Googling a lot of sources on how to like build up my followers, what kind of content to put on my page, and it really helped me. And so honestly, my page has only been up for about maybe a month and a half, and I do have a good following. And so what I wanted to do was make my business page pretty much reflect my personal page. Like I still wanted it to look very personal, but also be able to mix in business and other things that, draw people to my personality and let them know that, I'm just another person. I'm approachable. And so it's really about your content that you put on your page and me being very consistent, which I'm sure everybody's going to talk about. But I literally am on my page every single day, almost every single hour. I am pretty much all in Instagram. Even if I don't want to be, I do it. And I tell people all the time, at least post one picture a day. I try to do 1 to 9 pictures or post a day, but if nothing else, try to do at least one post a day and try to consistently follow people every single hour that you can. And that's pretty much how I kind of built up my business page.
Okay. Sydney, what did you do to help get your page going?
Pretty much the same thing as Felicia. I'm very, very consistent in my posting. And I just do the same as her. I just follow people. Not only do I follow people, I unfollow the people who don't follow me back. I'm sure that's something that you do too,
Yeah.
or both of y'all do. So I have a couple apps. I have Insta Follow. I have an app. It's called the Cleaner app for Instagram. I actually just discovered that one, and you can actually unfollow like as many people as you want at one time. So it's really, really helpful. So like I'll scroll to the bottom of those apps and I will unfollow the people who've had the most amount of time to follow me back, just so I'm not like following people and then, you know, giving them like a couple hours or a day or so to like follow me back. I want to give them some time, so I'll scroll the bottom, and then I'll just unfollow, and then I'll go back again, and I'll just follow more people. So really the way that I follow people is I'll either search hashtags, like anything relating to me, like, you know, I was in college when I started this business, so I can relate to a lot of college girls. So I'll search, you know, different sorority names, just things like, you know, sorority sisters, things like that. Anything that I can think of that relates to me, I will search. So like if you're a mom, you know, you can search mom hashtags. You know, if you are a boy mom, you can do like, you know, hashtag boy mom, you know, mom of 3 boys, mom of 2 boys, mom of 1 boy, you know, anything really that you can think of, there's a hashtag for it. So I go to hashtags, and I find people to follow. Now, when you search a hashtag, the top thing that's going to pop up is it's going to say top posts, and it's going to have tons of posts that a lot of people have liked and commented on or whatever. Those are not the people that I follow, because all of those people typically already have, you know, thousands of likes and follows if they're in the top posts for that hashtag. So they're not really going to notice me if I follow them. So I'll scroll down, and then you'll see the next category. It says most recent. So I'll find somebody, you know, there's going to be other businesses and things mixed in with the pictures. So you want to be careful about who you're following. But I'll find somebody within those pictures that just looks like me, like a normal person, you know, and I will click on them, and then I'll click follow. I'll like their picture, and then I'll go to their page, and I'll go to one of their most recent pictures, and I'll click the likes on their picture, and then I'll just start following, you know, going down the list and following some of those people. You want to be careful who you follow, because like I said, there's lots of other businesses mixed in. There's lots of just like blog pages and things like that. So what I do when I'm going down the list to click follow, I quickly, and the more you do this, and sorry if this isn't the way that y'all do it too, but this is just how I do it. The more that you do it, it gets really easy to do it, and you can do it faster. But I kind of just skim over really quick, and I look at their picture, you know, their little picture, and I make sure they look like a normal person. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like a boutique or anything. Like, as the picture, it looks like a normal person, and then I look at the name. So if it's like Sydney Stapleton, you know, a first name and a last name, that's how you know if it's a real person. If it were like a boutique or something, then you'll see like the name of the boutique. So anyways, I'll do that, and I'll go down, and I'll just follow a ton of people. And then one of those people who pop up green, who I can follow, because it'll pop up green if their profile is on public. So I'll go to their profile, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll just go to one of their recent pictures, and I'll, you know, click their likes, and I'll follow some of their followers. Now, I don't ever go to someone's page and go to their followers and start following. Typically, you'll run into a lot of ghost followers if you do it that way. So that's why I go to, you know, the people who are liking one of the most recent photos, because you know that they're active on Instagram. So.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, knowing that they're active, because you can go and click on followers all day, but that doesn't mean that they're really or real, or that they even engage on anything like that. And you want people that are engaging on your page. And so I just wanted to back up. So when you're making your Instagram page, like my name on Instagram is actually I am Carrie, and it doesn't. My page does not say anything about It Works in it, and I think that's really important, because our company is getting bigger, and so people kind of have their own notions about what we do, and they don't want to start following you if they think you're only going to post like It Works ads. And I'll just show you briefly on my page. This is what my page says. I don't know if y'all can read that. I'll read it off to you if you can't. But it just says like Carrie Patterson Davis. It says master's degree. It says like basically it says my journey. I'm going from master's to millionaire. And then it has my favorite Bible quote. It says I'm trying to empower others, creating hope. I'm a mother. I'm retired. That's what my page says. It doesn't say anything specifically about It Works. It just says things that I'm passionate about. And that's where people are going to connect with you. Like, I really encourage you not to have It Works or anything about it works in that part. I believe that's the same for your page, right, Sydney? You don't have anything about it working.
Or rap.
Right.
No
The word
quotes or
rap
raps.
is like scary. Rap word is going to be bad. Don't have that word there. So
honestly, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, I don't even put anything about like health and wellness because I feel like that is like a trigger too. So
right. I don't have it on my. I used to have it on there, but now it just says empowering others and creating.
yeah,
It doesn't say anything about health or wellness either.
I used to too, and I took it off.
So but I think that's really important. And where Facebook lets you put where Instagram lets you put a link. I usually have my Facebook link there. I've changed it briefly just because I made a like an opportunity video talking about myself. So when I made a post about it, I could tell people just click the link to watch my video. But normally my link is my Facebook because the way that Instagram is a lot of cold market. So you're not going to know a lot of these people. And when you want them to get to know you, can tell them, hey, just click on my Facebook so we can connect. And you can send me a message. And that's what I have for my link up on Instagram. And I don't want it to be I don't want to put my website because my website is weloverapping.com. No, I don't want it to say rap. So that's not going to be up there. But I think it's really important on your first presentation, and also your first 9 photos are, well, 9 or 12 photos are really, really big because when somebody just goes to your page, they're going to be able to look at a couple. So for instance, I'm going to show you my page, and then I'm going to show you Sydney's because she's on her phone right now. But I do a lot of quotes for like inspiration and motivation. And so even on here, I can see I only have one before and after that I posted earlier. And you can kind of see it's just a picture of me, some quotes, and I do have a business opportunity photo with the pay scale. But you see, it wasn't a whole lot of before and afters. It's not a lot of like ads. And that is what you want. You don't want people to think they're coming to like get sold something. You want them to connect with you. And so you basically have your page to where it looks, like somebody wants to engage. And one thing that I'm going to get better at, I know, because I know sometimes when you make just the quotes, your page looks kind of bland. And like me and Cindy talked about earlier, you need to have a lot of, like, you want color. You want your page to look vibrant. You want it to be attractive to the eye because that's what Instagram is all about. It's about pictures and how people see things. So when you're when you have pictures that are really bright or bold, people are going to be drawn to those. And those are things that you want to try to focus on and make sure that you're posting. And people also want to see a lot of selfies. They want to see you. And so even if you're using old photos, they don't know they're old, but you need photos. Like, you need to show you. Like, I can't just do all quotes. That's why last night, I haven't done one for today yet, but that's why I had to post pictures of myself, and I try to post pictures of me and my kids and stuff like that because it lets them know that I am a mom, I am a person. You want to be conscious of those type of things. As far as the look on your page, Sydney, what do you go for? And I'm about to pull your page up too.
I changed my theme of my page so many times, but what I like best, and everybody does it different. I like to do like the white on my pictures, so I use the app called InstaSize. Now, some people do the pictures really, really small with a lot of white around the background. On the app, it'll actually give you like a white background to put it on. Then you get to pick, how big you want your picture on the white background. So, anyways, I like just a little bit of white around my pictures, just a little bit. Now, some people do, their picture in the very center of the white and have lots of white. Anyway, I do a little bit of white. And before I put my picture in the InstaSize app, I use the app called Pick Tap Go. It's Pick, P-I-C, Tap Go, 3 separate words. And I make my pictures very bright and colorful. So first, select them to be crisp. So if anyone wants to get the app, I think it's a couple dollars, but I swear it's so worth it. It like makes your pictures look so pretty. So I use the little filter called Crispity, and then I do lights on. It makes it really bright, and then I do the contrast up. And then I'll also do it's like the saturation, but it's called, I can't think of it now. It's the one that makes it like kind of neon looking. So I do that to every single picture, and then I go into size and I put it in the white background, just so they can all look the same. And I mean, I do post lots of before and after pictures, but I go back and delete them, kind of like you were talking about, because you want, your first 9 to 12 pictures to be really eye-catching. And if you ever see like the pictures that are like, join my team for $99, or just like those generic photos that are like lime green and black, like I don't use those. I like my pictures to be personal. So, instead of posting a picture of a box of wraps, I'll post a picture of me wrapping, or I'll post a picture of me holding up the wraps, So everything, I just try to be super personal, and I try not to make it look like an ad at all.
Right. So this is what Sydney's page, when you first go on, kind of looks like. You see, like, you don't see a lot of It Works stuff at all. You see, she does have a post, like, wrap on. That is a post where people can see the wrap and they would want the wrap, but it doesn't look like a wrap photo. First off, they can see, like, the Victoria's Secret clothes, and they're just looking at it, and then they're going to be like, oh, what's that green thing she has on? And they can ask her that. So, just be thoughtful. And the same with her sitting outside by the pool. She has like a can of the energy drink with her. So, you have to be able to, that's like where comes into play, you using your products. So now if you don't have any products and you're not using them, you're not going to be able to have these pictures. So, this goes back to making sure you're running that auto shipment so you have products to be posting, and you can talk about, or you can show pictures of you wrapping, having energy, having an exfoliator peel, because Felicia has a photo of that too. Getting ready in the morning. Those are real things, but for you to be able to post them, you have to have products.
Mm-hmm.
So, when posting your pictures, Felicia, is there anything that you do specifically?
Yeah, so actually, a little bit different from you guys. Yes, when I first started out on Instagram, because I did want to build up my following, I did make my page very personal, and it still is personal. But I wanted to create a signature and a brand, because that's kind of what I'm moving towards with this business. For me, this is like a brand and a lifestyle, and that's what I want to kind of put out there to people. So it's still personal, but it's more so my brand now, and so I'll be launching a lot of other things on my page. So I have a signature on my page now. Like, I wanted to kind of have posts where people like recognize what I would post. So I do certain things, like I put like a certain like heart emoji before my caption on every single post, so people know, like, oh yeah, that's Felicia J's post. I have like my signature name, and I basically changed my Instagram name because, like I said, I'm getting ready to launch my brand for the business. But I pretty much set up my page or my brand now, transition into that realm for people to feel very motivated. Like you do, Terry, I do post a lot of motivational stuff, but even with my followers, I don't refer to my followers anymore as like fans or followers. I try to get up every morning, and when I post, I try to do a motivational post, and I say, good morning, leaders. I'm setting up a presence for people to know that they can do anything that they want to do. They can be their own boss, and it's almost like a subliminal message to put out there to my followers. It's really, really inspiring, and I've gotten so much feedback from my Instagram page. So that's what I'm moving towards. Like, I'm really sticking with that because people are really drawn to that. I mean, if you think about it, the way social media is going now, like, people don't get up and read the newspaper or watch the news. People are like getting on their Instagram and social media to try to see what's going on before they go to work. So I want to be in their news feed, basically saying, hey, good morning, leaders. I know that this week has been tough, but we're almost done. Like, let's get it done, or whatever I need to post to like really inspire them for the day. And it really has been working. So I'm transitioning towards a brand now, even though I did start on a more personal level. But once you get that following up, people will continuously follow you because it's a brand. Like, they'll start to love your page. They'll start to enjoy your page. And so, like I said, I do a lot of motivational stuff. I do a lot of posts that are engaging. Like I'll do posts that may be funny, that make people laugh. I may do posts where people have to like choose an object or like pick a team. You know, if we're talking about grits, what team do you have? Do you put cheese in your grits or sugar in your grits? Like just having people think and stop and say, oh, I love cheese in my grits. Whatever I can do to really engage my followers. And a big thing that people like is videos. If you have a good video on your page, people love your videos. And the good thing about Instagram, and I think they do it on Facebook too, people now get to see how many views you have, and it's not just based off of your likes. So more than likely, you're going to have way more views on Instagram than even your likes. So that kind of looks good when people come to your page. They don't even get to see how many people like the video, but if they see how many people view it, they're like, oh my gosh, like a lot of people come on this page. Let me follow this person. So I've just kind of moved towards a motivational, be your own boss, live a great lifestyle brand.
I love that.
Right. So it's like you are building an audience that's going to start following you for, what you're speaking about. Sorry, my thing keeps going off. I don't even know how to make that quiet. But that's kind of, I guess that's kind of what I do too. But it's also like when you target, like when Sydney goes out and specifically adds people on the specific hashtags, like she has a target market. And I think everybody needs to know that their target is going to be specific to you. Like you follow who, can correlate with you and who's going to look at your lifestyle and want that. Of course, anybody that wants to follow me is welcome, but I have to kind of hone in. I can't just be all over the place because then you're just going to have like so many people and it's just going to be so random and your posts aren't really going to hit home. So when I write a post about, what do I say? If I write a post about, being able to be at home with my kids. Hold on, let me turn this notification off for a second. Okay. Being able to be at home with my kids now, not working. If I have a lot of moms following me, that is going to touch them. And so that's what you want to do with your posts, especially your lifestyle posts, which we're going to talk about briefly. You want to make somebody understand and feel what you're saying. That's going to cause them to want to join you in business or even buy a product. Talk about, if you just say this is a wrap, it's going to tighten, tone, and firm versus like being excited, talking about, we can't talk about inch loss, but if you're like, last summer I was a size 11, this summer I'm down to a 3, that is going to touch people without, saying the words that we're not supposed to say, but people are going to be like, dang, I want to be a 3 versus just put on this wrap, it's going to tighten, tone, and firm, So you have to be able to talk to people through your pictures and through your words and kind of tell a little story sometimes because that draws them in better. Speaking of posting, so I know Sydney specifically, I want her to talk about like how she posts every single day because she follows like the 3-3 rule, which I'm good about the lifestyle. That's why I probably customers, so I have to do better on the product side, but talk about how you use your 3-3 rule.
Okay, the 3-3 rule honestly gets me so many loyal customers. I think I've probably signed like 15 to 20 loyal customers the past month, like the past like 3 or 4 months in a row, and it's just because the only reason I say that is because I have made it a point to be so consistent with the 3-3 rule. You don't really think it's that important until you realize how many people you're signing up from it. So that's why I say that. I post 3 product posts a day. They are just as important as your lifestyle posts. But with my 3 product posts, they're not all, before and after pictures. I post a lot about, me using the products. And then I post a lot about, my friends and family. You guys posting the products, like if y'all post, a good testimony with the products, I'll post stuff like that, and I post before and after pictures. But I think the main thing that's been getting me so many loyal customers signed up is because I'm not posting about all the products. While all of our products are amazing, I post about the products that show visual results. So I don't post about, Green's shoes. It's about to be summertime. People are more concerned with the way that they look, or okay, I'll say for at least for people my age, I'm 22, people my age are more concerned about how they look and being skinny than having good heart health. Like, it's sad, but it's just true. So I post only about the hair, skin, and nails because all the girls my age want long hair. Post about hair, skin, and nails. I post about wraps, and I post about weight loss. That's the only things that I post about. So whether it's, my greens detox or, ThermoFit, Fat Fighters, I post about that, wraps, and hair, skin, and nails, and that's it. And like Terry was saying, it all ends up going back to the ADBV auto ship. I run my auto ship every month, and I've been taking hair, skin, and nails for 6 months now. My hair has gotten so much longer because of hair, skin, and nails. So a lot of times it's crazy. Like I'll post, a lifestyle post, and I'll have my hair done that day, which usually my hair don't look like this. Usually it's like right up top up here. But like I'll go, one day when I have to get ready, I'll go take, tons of selfies. And it's funny because like I'll go to post a lifestyle post, and I've got my hair all done and long and everything, and people will comment on it, not even asking about the business sometimes, but they'll be like, why is your hair so long? Like, oh my gosh, like your hair's whatever. And so then I can comment back to them, and I'll just say, I'll message you. So then I message them, and I say, hey girl, like I take these amazing hair nourishment vitamins, like been using them for 6 months. My hair has grown so much. So it's not even always my product posts that get me my loyal customers. I feel like it's just a combination of the two, and just being a product of the product. I use the weight loss products, and I lost 18 pounds on our products. So I'm able to talk about that in my posts. So I think it's just a combination of being a product of the product and being so consistent about posting the hair, skin, nails, the weight loss, and the wraps, really. And then also posting before and after pictures of them so people can see, the actual results. So.
Right. So when you're posting your 3 rule, give an example of like, what is your, so 3-3 rule, that means 3, that's Jade Hooper came up with this. It means 3 lifestyle posts a day and 3 product posts. But that's it. So that's just 6 posts a day. So typically on Instagram, I try to post at least. I don't do it every hour anymore because I know there's like sweet spots that when people are way more on Instagram versus throughout the day sometimes when they're at work. So I try to kind of post more in the morning, maybe a little bit at lunchtime, and then in the evening. So there's a few times throughout the day I'm not really posting. But when you're posting your lifestyle post, Sydney, what exactly, like, since you're not posting like join my team for $99, what is like your typical lifestyle type of post?
Gosh, I wish I could pull my Instagram up right now. I mean, anything. Like, yesterday, like people love Starbucks. Like yesterday morning, I posted a picture of like some Starbucks cups, and I said, like, good morning, followers, whatever. Like, hope everyone's having an amazing day. My team I'm helping my team push for some huge promotions this month, so Starbucks is a must. And then like a cute picture of Starbucks, anything like that. If you want to, I was gonna say if you want to pull up my Instagram.
That's her Starbucks picture that she posted.
Yeah, go back to my main page and let me kind of like give y'all another example. It's really just like I try to keep it so simple. Okay, like. Well, let me point this out really quick. The hair, skin, and nails post, like that most recent post that I posted, that girl with long hair, those posts get me so much interest. I'm not sitting here saying this girl used hair, skin, and nails, but it's a picture of a girl with long hair. And when people see that, it makes them wish they had long hair too. So, I'll post something like that, and I'll say, look at her hair. Isn't her hair so gorgeous? I'm looking for 3 ladies who want to grow their hair out and do my 90-day challenge. Like, you give me your pictures, and in turn, I get to give you my discount or whatever. So right. I post a lot about the 90-day challenge.
I have a picture just like that. It's this one on my page, and it's somebody with long hair. Says the 90-day mermaid challenge on the picture, but I was using that at the end of the month, and I got like so many hair, skin, and nails customers. Yeah. You don't have to always have before and afters. You can show, like, especially with like a hair, skin, and like those type of products, who wants longer hair, or even if you show a picture of something really fit and has abs, you don't necessarily say they use the wraps, but you can say who wants to tighten, like who wants to get a 6-pack, who wants to tighten up, stuff like that. gets a lot of traffic too.
Yes, I do that all the time. Like I'll post pictures of people that are in shape because it makes people motivated. When they see pictures, I mean, when you're scrolling down and you see like someone that looks really good, you're like, dang, I wish I looked like that. Well, if you're posting a picture and then at the bottom you're saying, who wants to, look like this? Who wants to get in shape? I talk a lot about the 90-day challenge. Almost every product post that I post says 90-day challenge in it. Because
Right.
number one, I mean, it eases people's minds about becoming a loyal customer. And yeah, I love talking about the 90-day challenge. I was gonna say it makes it easier when you're to them in the conversation, but I guess we'll get into the whole conversation thing in a minute.
Right. So, Felicia, is there any specific um how you post throughout the day?
Like I said, I start my morning off with, of course, my good morning motivational posts for people. And typically, like you said, Terry, there are sweet spots that people should be aware of to post. Yes, you can post throughout the day, but be aware that there are sweet spots to posting on social media. Um, those sweet spots are usually the morning time before people are going to work. Typically, I try to do um, 1 to 2 hours before people typically are at work. Of course, during lunchtime, and then of course the evening hours between like 5 to 7 are the sweet spots to post, and when there's a lot of traffic on Instagram. And the hours are kind of different on the weekends, so you can always like Google that kind of stuff and research like sweet spot hours for social media to post, whatever you need to do. But anyway, yeah, I do my morning post, and then I try to mix my posts in. Like I try to do a morning post, like something motivational. I try to do like a funny post or like some video or something that's really engaging, and then I try to do a post um, about like a product. It doesn't necessarily have to be like promotional or commercial, but I try to do something again, like Sydney said, like a 90-day challenge, just so if I know the traffic is coming to my page, I want them to have like a full experience. Okay, I'm motivated. Wow, that was funny. I can relate to that. Oh, wow, I might need this other product too. So try to post the product like around other stuff that is bringing people to your page, because that's the way to get more traffic in and to get more people to view the post.
Right. So, when people click on your okay, Sydney, so when people are going to your picture about hair, skin, and nails and they're liking it, well, they don't know it's hair, skin, and nails. Well, yeah, the picture that you just posted about the lady with the long hair and the 90-day challenge. How do you engage? What are you going to do in that post? How do you decide who you're messaging? How are you messaging? Are you just messaging people that comment saying they're interested, or what are you doing?
Well, for one, on most of my pictures, excuse me, on most of my pictures, like the one of the hair, at the end of my comment, I say text hair, and I put hair in caps, and I say text hair to, and I put my number, or comment hair below. Or I'll put, or leave your email below. Sometimes people feel really comfortable leaving their email for some reason. So I do get people who do comment below. I mean, obviously, if they comment, I'm going to message them. So I tag them back. And even if they put their email, I don't email them. I just send them a message. Um, so I'll tag them back and I'll say messaging you, or if they put their email, I'll say like sending you a quick message, and then I'll just go ahead and message them, and I'll just say something like, hey girl, so you're interested in the HSN challenge? Like something so simple. Or like if they put their email, I'll just message them and be like, hey girl, I figured it'd just be easier to just message you. Because like I said, people feel comfortable putting their email for some reason. Um, so yeah, that's how I started off. As far as messaging people who don't comment, I don't message the people who like every single one of my posts, but I will go back. Since I have so many followers now, it's kind of hard to keep up with, this person has liked 3 of my pictures already. I need to message them. So I won't message the people who have liked, my most recent post, because I don't want somebody brand new who, just started following me, like to me to just go on and blow them up with a message. So I will go back to like posts from like 4 or 5 days ago, and I'll click the likes and I'll message those people. That way I've given them, several days to follow me. And then I'll just message them something simple, like the same thing, like, hey girl, I really appreciate your love on my posts. Sometimes I'll add in like, I really like following you, like you have really cute pictures, or like your baby is so cute, whatever. I try to keep it personal. And then I'll say, are you interested in learning more about the HSN challenge, or are you interested in learning more about what I do? I've come to find that saying, are you interested in learning more, is so much better than saying, like, are you interested in the hair, skin, and nails, or are you interested in what I do? Sometimes people feel obligated when you say, are you interested in blank? So if you say, are you interested in learning more, most people are okay with learning more, but that doesn't mean, like, it doesn't make them feel like they're committing to anything yet. So
Right. That's what I do on my opportunity post. I say, instead of saying the word interested, I say, are you open to hearing more about what I do?
yeah.
And so that's because that's the key. The key to our business is you just want people that are willing to hear what you have to say. You want them to just be open and listen to hear about the product or the business. They don't have to say yes, but you want them to make an educated, decision and informed. So just as long as they let me show them what I have or talk to them about my business opportunity, that is my main goal. That's why I just say, are you open? And sometimes I've asked that to people, are you open? Are you interested? And they'll say no. And I'll say, you know what? Do you think you might have some friends that are interested? Would you go ahead, I guess if it's about them watching a video, would you mind watching this video to see if you have any friends interested? I swear to you guys, 100% of the time, they'll watch the video for their friends. It's so crazy because that's my main goal anyways. I just need you to watch the video. So, right. So it's like they're helping. Oh, let me see if my friend wants to make money. Let me watch this. And then, you might get them to be like, hey, I'm interested in this too. But it's just getting somebody to hear your opportunity or learn more is what's like really key to this business. And the same with consistency. How do you continue to keep following up with the same people, or what do you do? Because I know some people do keep following up. I haven't really got to that point yet, unless somebody did say hair, skin, and nails, and they're going to order like on Friday. I will go back, try to be on that day to follow up. But then sometimes, I guess towards the end of the month, I noticed like I have hair, skin, and nails, 10 spots open at the beginning of the month. Throughout the month, I kind of take my number down, so I pay attention, and I might say I have like 3 spots left, and the month will be almost over. I got 1 spot left. Hey, do you want to get this spot? Do you want to join this month? And then I'll have people like last month that were like, yes, and it was like crazy because, like I said, I'm really more about the lifestyle and the distributors. But when I really started doing the loyal customer post, I got so many customers and so many people that were interested. I was almost a little bit in shock.
I wanted to add something else about the following up on posts, because there's a feature that I don't know if a lot of people know about, but when you're following up on posts, and like Sydney said, and Terry does this as well, because as the business grows, like everybody gets busy, and I'm sure Terry and Sydney are way more consumed with like people posting more on their page. But anyway, I also sometimes don't get to respond to some things immediately or follow up immediately. Or sometimes, like Sydney said, I do try to give the post maybe like a few days for people to kind of look at it and like it or comment on it. And if I do have to go back to an older post, just in case like people forget who the heck I am or what they liked or commented on, there is a feature on the post. If you look at a post, there's a like, a comment, and then there's a little arrow that allows you to forward. And so that's another way that you can forward that post. So when you DM somebody, they can see the actual post that you're referring to, and then you can leave that message. So that's a good feature. If I have to go back and hopefully nobody forgets who I am, I can just say, bam, here's the post, and then write my follow-up comment or whatever under it. It's a little bit harder because with the likes, you actually get to go through and you can just push their link and then, click on the DM. But still, it's another convenient way for you to message people and for them to remember like what the post was and who you are.
Yeah,
Right.
that's exactly what I do. I like totally didn't even think to say that. Every single
Right.
time I message somebody, I click share and I send the picture with it so they know what the heck I'm talking about.
Right. So trying to look at the time, and I hear one child upstairs screaming bloody murder for me to come up there and get her. But what else? I guess kind of like the ending tips as far as social media, especially Instagram. What are some of you guys like last tips that you would give people, or like? Well, we talked about the messaging, but I know Sydney specifically. Speak on cold messaging, how people are messaging people, how to do it the right way. And I'm about to run upstairs and get this little girl.
Right. Okay, so if you ever come across those Instagrams that have like the little girl emoji and they're like, no wraps, no it works, like, you know, don't DM me asking to buy something. Like, people, like, it's so sad that it's gotten to the point to where people have put that in their bios. That's because, you know, It Works distributors or distributors from another company have cold messaged them in the wrong way. So you want to be really careful when you're cold messaging people. I don't even consider my messages cold messages, because a cold message means that you've made no connection with those people. So you do want to give, like I said, you know, wait 4 or 5 days, or let somebody like several of your posts before you just go message them. You just have to think how annoying it would be if, you know, someone followed you and then you followed them back and then boom, hey girl, do you want to buy this from me? Like, people don't like that. It's just pretty much like when, you know, like I have these credit card companies call me all the time. They don't know me from Adam, you know, but they somehow got my number and they call me all the time, and all I do is hang up, like, immediately every single time they call me, because they want me to buy something from them. They want my money. Like, that's exactly what people feel when you cold message them and you've made no connection. So that's why you do want to give them a little time, you know, to follow you, to see what you're all about. And you also want to make sure that you're engaging with them as well. You know, you want to be liking and commenting. I'll comment on people's pictures all the time and be like, oh my gosh, girl, you know, I love your sandals. Where did you get them? I'll ask questions. I get people engaged. I also use a program called Instagress. It's Instagress, Gress, and it's not an app. It's actually a website. And the app will, or the website will actually like people's pictures for you. So I have it like people's pictures for me, and then I go down and I'll comment people's pictures. So yeah, you want to make sure that, you know, you're making a personal connection with people. And then I think another reason that people get annoyed sometimes is because people have spammy accounts that are, you know, a bunch of advertisements. It's not personal, you know. So that's really all I have to say about it.
Okay, so Felicia, what is like your going away tip for running your business through Instagram?
Okay, I also want to say not only be engaged in other people's pages, but be engaged in your own page. Like, when people comment on your stuff, even if it's not about the business, like, respond to them. Because when people come to your page, you want to let them know that you are a real person, you're approachable, and that makes it easier for people to want to connect with you. You don't want to go on somebody's page and they have all these comments and then you're not responding to anything. Like, they're asking you questions or they're saying great things about you and you don't even have thank you to say or something like that. So make sure to be engaged with your, you know, followers, because you do want to create that good relationship. I also was going to say, make sure that you are, oh, I'm sorry, this is for the people who have public pages. Of course, this won't work on private pages, but if you have a public page and you're looking to build up followers by not having to follow people, make sure that you hashtag your pictures. Because of course, when you hashtag, especially like popular topics that are relatable and they make sense to go with whatever you're posting. Of course, they come up on the search page, so people can like easily search your post and they can follow you if they want to. And that's another way that I've been able to build up my following from not even having to follow people. They'll just randomly see my post or people comment on it or like it, and it'll get on the search page. And then also, funny story, on one of my other pages, yes, I have 2 pages. One, well, more than 2, but I'm not going to get into that. But anyway, so I was telling Terry on one of my other pages, I had posted a picture of me actually using the exfoliating peel. And I pretty much have been using like a skincare regimen forever. Like, I'm big into skincare, so I get compliments on my skin all the time. And when I finally got my exfoliating peel, I used it and I posted pictures. I was like, just my clean bare face, and somehow 2 of the posts got on like the tops page, and I got so many likes on that post. It was crazy. And it was just because I hashtag like different things like skincare, and then some other stuff. And so just from that, I got like a lot of followers and a lot of likes on my page. So if your page is public, try to do like a few hashtags. Don't go overboard, but, you know, try to just do some at least. And then I also just wanted to quickly talk about the cautions of Instagram. And I'm going to tell you this from experience. Even though Instagram doesn't explicitly say it, they do have guidelines that you need to follow as far as following and unfollowing people and DMing people. There are limits to that, and I've experienced that by getting my pages shut down for like a week. Luckily, I got them back up, but Instagram tends to be like a little OCD about that. So as far as the follow-unfollow capacity, you can only do 60 total per hour. Now, sometimes they let you do a little bit more, but the safe route to go is just to do 60 if you can. And then I'm not really positive on how many DMs you can send, but try not to go overboard with DMing people. And then there's like a limit on liking a certain amount of photos. I don't know how many that is, but it's quite a few likes that you can do. I think it's like hundreds before they may shut down your account. And they do this just because it looks spammy. They don't want like a lot of spam on Instagram. So, you know, you can definitely consistently follow a lot of people, DM a lot of people, and like a lot of posts within reason. Just be careful. That's all I want to warn about.
Right.
And can I add something to that really, really quick? Make
Sure.
sure that you don't ever put your It Works website, or if you have like a GoDaddy link masking your It Works site, don't ever put that on your page anywhere. In the comments, don't message it to anybody, nothing. Like,
Yeah.
we've had people get their website shut down because Instagram like gets jealous and they don't want us making money off them.
Yeah. I definitely got my 2 pages shut down because of that. So don't do it.
Okay.
Right. And so, yeah, so the last thing that I want to just like do a recap, which we didn't really talk about in the beginning, but for you to start getting a good amount of traffic to your page, you need to have like 1,500 followers. That means you are going to have to actively be following people, especially in the beginning. You have to follow, I would try to follow like 300 to 500 a day. And like Sydney said, we kind of let them stay up there for maybe 4 to 5 days. And if they don't follow us back, then we'll go ahead and follow with those apps. But you want to have a good following. That's how you're going to get more engagement on your page. And then, you know, you don't want anything It Works related on your page at all, period. Like, no. You don't want that word rap in the bio. You do not. Like, it's going to hurt your business more than help. And you want to stay personal. You want to be consistent. You want to be consistent posting product posts versus your, you know, lifestyle posts. And when I say that, like she said, product posts do not have to be just before and afters. It doesn't have to just be you holding up a product or taking a picture of like the ad, you know, with the bottle of like, you know, hair, skin, and nails and showing what's in it. No, you don't want to do that. You want to make it personal, and you want people to want to come to your page and like be interested in it. And then you do want to engage with your page. You want to like people's pictures that follow you back. You want to comment on their photos. And trying to think, that's pretty much just the breakdown. You want it to, even though you're running it for business, you still have to be a person, because you have to realize people can buy these products from anybody. What's going to set you apart from them buying them from you? Because they feel comfortable with you. And the same with the team. They're not joining It Works because they want It Works. They're joining your team because they're joining for you specifically. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be posting craziness on your page. I'm sorry, I just looked down and see my daughter laughing at herself in this video. But that's pretty much everything that I kind of wanted to talk about tonight. And if y'all have other questions, feel free to go to the links that we put up in our groups or just private message us as well. And we can maybe have, if there's like a lot of questions again, we can have like another training and go back over some other things that we can hit more closely on. But if not, I hope you guys have a good night. And I will talk to you.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Really, really quick, just because I feel like this can give a little bit of inspiration. I know you have like 3 minutes. I started my Instagram when, I don't know, I was maybe a couple of months in, like about to go diamond, and I got so impatient with it because it wasn't happening quick enough, and I was following people, and I didn't feel like I was getting followers back quick enough, and I quit doing it, and I didn't start back until I was like a double diamond. Well, anyway, I've been so consistent with it for almost a year now. Now I sign up so many people from Instagram. I just think back to had I not quit in the beginning, had I not gotten so impatient, I feel like I could seriously be an ambassador by now. So don't give up because it's going to take time. And like Terry and Felicia were saying, you're going to have to be so consistent with it and post, consistently every day and follow people every single day, then unfollow the people that don't follow you back. But it is going to be worth it. So just don't give up on it.
Right. Be consistent.
Thank you for saying that.
What did you say, Felicia?
I said thank you for saying that because that's so true.
Right. So I got to get off of here, but I hope this was very helpful. Like I said, write any questions that you guys might have, and I will talk to everybody later. I hope everybody has a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well.